Welcome back, YouTube. This is Zio, and I can't even spell the rest. It takes too long, and I need a fucking cigarette. No, I don't even smoke, people. It's just a spoof on a song, but it's cozunon. That's how I pronounce it. And today, I got a special video today. I got an unboxing. I actually just got this in the mail. I know what it is. I haven't opened this yet. I wanted to do a special unboxing. This box is kind of really beat up. I really hope it's okay. But recently I went online, and on eBay I found a really great deal. It ended up costing me 20 bucks including shipping. I won the deal with at $11, and the shipping was another 11, so I won a little bit over $22. We'll round up to 23, 22 and some change. And I was really excited to get this. I kind of cheated. I waited till the last minute to place the bid, and no one else had placed the bid because we don't know. They didn't know if this worked, so it was sold as is. And I've seen others as is, and they go for, usually stayed off about 20 bucks, and then another 10 for shipping, and 30 bucks for as is. I'm kind of like leery, but this one was only 20, and I was super excited to get it. Can't wait to show you guys this, and then it's going to be a two-parter because I'm going to open this, I'm going to talk about it for a little bit, and then I'm going to go plug it up, and then we're going to see if it actually works. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, huh? Like I said, the tape on this, not really the tape, just the packaging on this, it's kind of a shoddy box, and the box looks like it's probably roughed up. So even if this did work at one point, hold on, it's hard to say if this is going to work now, because this box is pretty beat up. This box was used as to ship something else from before. I can tell this because it's got another set of addresses on here. So, and who knows? Maybe he bought it as is and it didn't work, and now he's trying to sell it to me. Anticipation's building, isn't it? So, all I'm gonna say is this came out in the 90s. I want to do more videos like this, not really necessarily see if they work or not, but more unboxing videos. I want to take we've been doing a lot of game memories with me and my brother, but we want to do a pickups, but he wants to wait till the end of the month to do it. So, you know, so we can go over what we bought in the whole month. I'm not really sure what I bought in a month. I know me personally, I got this box Nintendo this recent month and this X-Band, and I want to do kind of like a, wow, that's pretty cool. Like, this is like almost like a cheesecloth, this packaging. That's pretty cool. Bag, KFC bag. This is like the first time I've ever seen a KFC bag as like packing material. Fucking epic. That's awesome. But here we go. We're going to do the unboxing. Let me flip this up real quick so you can't see it. Maybe I'll just cut this part out of it. Put this cloth down here real quick. I think it went up too high, maybe you did see it. But here it is. It's a Sega CD. Now I didn't have any of the hookups, but I have all the hookups I need. I have the audio video cables and an extra power adapter that I got when I got a really good deal locally on a regular Sega Genesis. So I have a regular a power adapter and all the cables I need. I'm just really ecstatic to see if this works. This is going to be awesome. Like I said, this is the Sega CD, obviously. When we were growing up, like I said in a couple episodes, we had a Super Nintendo. We didn't have the Sega Genesis, and I always wanted the Sega CD. Unfortunately, getting my dad to shell out any kind of other money for something like this wasn't going to happen. So I never owned a Sega CD before. I do own Sega CD games that I found for a really great deal because I knew I wanted to add one of these to my collection. So I do have some games to test it out with, and that's what we're going to do next. The Sega CD was released October 19th, 1992 in the US, and it was just an add-on piece to the Sega Genesis to kind of help extend the life. You know, this is just a couple years before, you know, the Saturn was released and the PlayStation 1. This is like the first, you know, CD-ROM, one of the first CD-ROM games. There was also the TurboGrafx. This was in Japan. This was made to help compete against the TurboGrafx, I guess you would say. It's an awesome system. A lot of people give it a lot of flack, but I mean, the games just look stellar to me, and it's just a really great piece of gaming history. Even if this doesn't work, you know, this is definitely going up like on a wall or something somewhere for like a show and tell or something. I say a lot. I'm gonna cut that shit out. There was 2 versions of the Sega CD. There was and they work on both models of the Genesis, the Model 1 and Model 2. This is the second version. This is the one that goes onto the side, and the first version is the one that fits just underneath it. I had the opportunity to buy the first one. I contacted a guy on Craigslist about it. He was just selling the Sega Genesis. What he thought was 2 Sega Genesis. It was actually a Sega Genesis Model 1 with the Sega CD attachment to it, and a Sega Dreamcast, I'm sorry, and a Sega Saturn for 30 bucks. And I contacted him about it, and I contacted him too late. I contacted him, I emailed him. His phone number was on there, but I don't like calling people straight out Craigslist. I'm kind of leery about that. His number was on there, but I emailed him, and he never responded back. So finally I was like, you know what, let's just call this guy. So I called him like a week later, and he said he sold it like 2 days before. So if I would have just called him from the get-go, I would have had a Model 1 Sega Genesis, because all I had now is 2 Model 2s, the first Sega CD, and a second Saturn, and I love my Saturn to death, so having another one of those is awesome. But now we're going to go plug this up and actually see if this thing works. Alright, welcome back again, YouTube. So this is the second part of the video of the infamous Sega CD. And yeah, definitely check out some of the videos. I mean, you can find Sega CD commercial videos, is what I should say, all over the place. You know, some of them are pretty crazy. But unfortunately, it didn't work. I did try it on both of my Sega Genesis. Like I said, I do have 2 Model 2s, and it didn't power up with either one of them. I thought I did have a power adapter for this, but I was mistaken. I went to the store and I bought another power adapter. This particular one takes 9 volts and 1.2 amps. And so I got a 9 volt and 1.8 amps. On the amperage you can go higher. You just don't want to underamp it, otherwise it's not going to power the unit. I've heard people want to use 2.5 amps, and that seems kind of high for 9 volts, and maybe it's a particular model. But on this one, like even on the bottom, I know you can't see it, but over here it says DC 9 volts 1.2A, which is, you know, 1.2 amps. So it didn't work, unfortunately. I did clean out the connectors right here and the connectors on both my Model 2s. The Model 2s, I didn't think there was going to be any problem with them. They both function, but I wanted to make sure one of them didn't have a bad connector, even though both of them still have the little orange cap on it. I've never taken those off, but just to make sure, I did clean these connectors too, just to alleviate, you know, what it could be. So I plugged it in, it didn't work. Just on the side note, that when I did open this tray, there was actually a game inside, Bram Stoker's Dracula. There's actually, I think, like 2 Dracula games at least that I know of for the Sega CD. I was going to say the Genesis, and I do want to own them both. So now I do own this one. Obviously, it didn't come with the case because it was inside this, and so this is just a DVD case, obviously. And I do have a couple games that I got with DVD cases. On this one, just to let you guys know, I'm also part of the coverproject.net community, and what that is they make box covers for video games. So there's a universal game media case where it'll hold several different types of medias. And like right here in my collection, right here in my box, Nintendo ones, these hard ones, all these covers were actually printed from that website. Same thing with this. This was actually printed from the website. Over here, these are my handheld games, most of them. I'm missing a couple of the Game Gear ones, but I have Game Gear right here, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy, and all of these have the covers as well. And they were like that, like Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. All these covers were printed from that website, so definitely check out that website. It's www.coverproject.net. It's awesome. So I did print this up, put it in a DVD case that I had just laying around, and so now I have a game to add to my collection. But to get back to the story of the Sega CD, because I don't want to kind of get off of that subject, usually when something, it's not even getting power, people. So usually when it's not getting power, what it is, it's the Pico fuse on the board itself. And I'm going to have to order a Pico fuse online. I went to a couple stores locally, but they didn't have the exact one. I found a couple places online that did sell them. So I'm going to have to order it, take this apart, desolder the Pico fuse and resolder the new one on, put it together, and see if that fixes the problem. If that's not it, at that point, the Sega CD is just trash. I'm going to try the Pico Fuse first because I don't like wasting money. Even though it was only $20, I'd rather have a Sega CD for like, you know, like what did I say, like 23 bucks. We rounded up, and like another like 25 bucks, 26, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. I know I said I was going to show you the video of it working or not working no matter what. Unfortunately, I was getting really frustrated and really angry, to be honest with you, with it, and having to swap out this Segas, and at one point the camera fell down and was all you seen was my carpet and me cursing at the thing. So I didn't want to post that. Hope you understand. So, but what I am going to do is after I get the Pico Fuse, I will record that. I'll actually have my brother hold the camera for that one. When I tested this, my brother wasn't home at the time. He was working. I had the day off. So he will hold the camera, and I will solder it. Then we'll do a test run. We'll turn it on, see if it works. If it does, we're playing some Sega CD games. Best believe me. So that's all I really wanted to say, YouTube. Yeah, definitely. Till next time, remember, do not let bad equipment keep you down. You got to stay up. Game on.